People see me now, but they didn't see when I had nothing figured out. Being a single mother, it comes with a lot of fears and struggles. And being that I am a single mother of 5 kids, I had my first child when I was 19. And to tell you the truth, that was when I wake up, and that was when I decided I am going to push for my child no matter what. Start working because I was the only person there for my child. Yes, there was a father, but he left and he went to a different country with no support from him. I had to stand up and make sure my child. After having my second child, I realized things were difficult, and I wanted more. So that's the reason why I started on this journey. It was not easy. I was fearful because my worst fear was for me to not able to find the basic needs for my children. That's what my worst fear as a single mother. And not having to find like food, shelter, and clothing for my kids wake up things in me that I could not imagine. I was scared out of my mind. I remember days when I didn't have anything for them, and I started to look ways of making things or my life much better because I wanted to, not even for me, because when you're a single mother and you're a real mother that is determined to make it for your kids or determined to give your kids a better life, then I started to think out of the box, like, what can I do? And there were struggles, real hard struggles. And on top of the struggles, there were a lot of fears for me. I was a hairdresser, and I work as a hairdresser, but there were days when the business was slow and things were not meeting, like the ends were not coming together like it's supposed to come together. So when I left Jamaica to went in search for a better life for my kids, leaving my kids with my parents to look for a better life for my kids. And I remember I started cleaning houses just to find a way out of taking care of my kids, just to provide for them, just for them to go to school, just for them to have a better life than what I knew. Because me, I didn't come from a rich family, and I come from a very humble beginning, very, very humble beginning. And my kids, I didn't want them to get the life or go through the things I had to went through. Hungry days, hungry nights. And that's when I decided I am going to do the things or look for jobs that could help me to be a better person. When I left, I started cleaning houses. I started by my hairdressing business, so I was cleaning, I was doing braids on the side, I was working because I wanted to make sure my kids are good. And a lot of times life knocked me a curveball because there were days when I sent money for them, I didn't have food for myself. When I paid school fees, I did not know how my first meal is gonna come from. But that did not stop me because I just wanted to make sure my kids are good before anything in the world. Even if it means that I have to give them my last. That's how I decided and I took jobs. I work in people's houses. I clean floors. I went working as a security. I do a lot of different jobs just to make sure my kids are good. So when I tell you, people often see you, but because they don't really know your stories and the things that you have to go through as a single parent, then they will look at you differently. And my greatest fear in life is when my child call me and tell me, look here, I have to take an exam, mommy, and I don't know where the money is coming from. I had to borrow money. Sometimes when I borrow the money, I did not know where it was coming back from to repay it. But all I know, I just have to do that because I have to make sure my children are good. Now, I have 5 kids, and 3 are grown. 2 of them, in between the last 2, one is 18, but she's special needs, so I'm still responsible for her right now. And the last one, which is 10 years old, my baby that. And to tell you the truth, oftentimes I sit and wonder, what if I did give up? Because I am a person, I never gave up. All when the struggles seemed to be getting the best of me, there were days I feel like I could not go on. There were days I cried. There were days I just felt like I don't know where, what, how. Those were the things in my mind, but I kept going because my kids was the ones I'm fighting for. Fighting to make sure my kids are good. Fighting to make sure that they didn't go through the things I went through. They didn't. Just fighting to make sure my kids have a better life than what I was. That what I went through, that I had before. Because my life was not easy. And even though I came from a stable home of a 2-parent, then it still wasn't easy. We struggled, and I just did not want to do that. And hence the reason I never give up. But follow me on the journey. Follow me on this journey of me telling you, showing you my life, and just being transparent with you. Just being transparent with you. Follow me on the journey.